I play Usopp currently on the new One Piece that Funimation just cast recently. Have you guys seen the Funimation version of One Piece?
I haven't even seen the movie.
Do you like it? Huh?
I just bought the movie.
Have you seen it?
No, I was hoping to get it for you to sign it.
Okay, that might happen.
And my Usopp wallet.
Ooh, what?
Yeah, I thought I wanted the Usopp wallet.
That's awesome! Cool. Well, I need a new wallet. I'm also a manga artist, or manga artist, depending on how you want to say it. I think in Canada you say manga or manga. This is my book. Was it manga or manga? Let's take a poll.
Manga.
Raise your hands if it's manga. Raise your hands if it's manga. You people may leave. I think it might be both. You know, kind of like regional in Japan, you know, maybe they pronounce it both ways because I have people swear to me, Japanese people swear to me, it has been both. So I don't know. But this is my book, and Tokyo Pop published it. It is called We Shadows. If you don't have a copy, you can get a copy at any bookstore, or you can get it online, Amazon.com. They sold out recently, but they got more online, so you can get them now.
Or it might be at your library.
Or at the library. You can get them at the library and not buy one. But support your local library, which is a good thing, I guess. I mean, that's one sold, right?
If you read it at the library, it'll make you want to buy it.
That's true. You'll want to have it forever and ever. Or you'll go, okay, I've read that. And this, book 2 will be coming out this August. Yay! So what I would like to do is field questions about anime voice acting. I'm also a director. You guys ever heard of, well, there's Lupin the Third, right? The TV show? We didn't get that. Funimation bought like 13 of the movies. And I directed all but one. I played Lupin the Third in it, and it's a great series. If you haven't seen Funimation's version, you need to check it out. Much higher quality scripts, higher quality animation, better voice actors, just my opinion. And, but also because we were able to take a lot more time with it. Generally, when you do a TV show, you're kind of rushed. But when I directed the movies, they just put me on an island somewhere and just said, get it done when you get it done. And so I was able to take my time with them. They're very well done. So if you guys have any questions about writing anime, I do that too, directing anime, voice acting in anime, or even drawing manga, or writing it, I'll be happy to answer any questions. Before we get started, is anyone in this room interested in going into voice acting? Okay, keep your hands up. Those of you who have your hands up, do you have any experience acting at all? Put your hands down if you don't. Okay. Are you in school? Are you in a community theater? Okay, so we're weeding these down. Now, you people who are in school, are you majoring in theater? You're majoring in theater? Drama? Good, same thing. Okay. You guys stand a chance. I know it sounds like it's the most easy job in the world, right? You're just talking in front of a screen. You're just pretending to be something. But it takes a lot of experience to get to that level. Most of the people that you'll be auditioning against have about 10 years of experience at the least of acting. So I recommend for those of you who really seriously want to be a voice actor, get some experience acting. You can get, if you're in high school, you can take theater for free. If you're in college, you can major in theater. If you can't afford to go to college, I'm sure your town has a community theater or there's one within driving distance. Community theater is free as well. You audition for that, you get a lot of experience in front of an audience. And you'd think having experience in front of an audience is not that big of a deal, but it is. Because when you get in front of an audience, you get to experience what it's like to have timing to make people laugh or cry or whatever, which is something you need to know when you're in a booth when you don't have an audience, if you have to make them laugh, right? So I highly recommend that. Now how many of you want to be a manga artist? Same guy, double threat. Cool. Are you guys into school for that?
Oh, sure.
Yep. You don't necessarily need school to be a manga artist. What you really need to do is put in the time to actually sit down and draw. Draw, 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 draw. We were just talking about this. My friend Danner's right here in the front. She is an aspiring cartoonist. Um, most people have who are want to be cartoonists. They have about 200 horrible pages in their system, and the sooner you get those pages out of your system, the better you're going to be. So what I recommend is just start drawing page 1. Don't care that it's going to look bad. That's the hardest part about it, staring at the blank page and knowing that it's going to look bad. Know that it's going to look bad. Your whole point in doing that is to get better. And every page, every panel on every page is a new challenge. So you have to answer that challenge. It'll teach you a lot. Okay, so let's go ahead and start fielding some questions. Anyone have any questions about any of the fields that I mentioned? Yes?
When you started doing English voice actors for Japanese characters, did you have to learn about the Japanese characters first, like how they work and what they say and everything?
That's actually become more prevalent lately. When I started out, it wasn't so much. As a matter of fact, when I started out, there was a completely different philosophy at Funimation. They wanted us to Americanize everything, sometimes to the point of ruining content, in my opinion. It's come a long way since then. And there was a line that Krillin used to have to say, Mondo cool, okay? Which is the cheesiest, crappiest, stupid. And I remember having to say that back then, and I thought, okay, first of all, the Mondo thing lasted about 5 minutes in the 80s, and we were recording in the 90s. But they thought it was Mondo cool. Oh, Mondo cool. Not really the Japanese translation at all, right? No, not at all. And also the Home for Infinite Losers. Do you guys know what that is? Dragon Ball Z, instead of going to hell, we couldn't say they go to hell. That's just blasphemous. So we'll just say they go to Home for Infinite Losers, and they got that name because they wore T-shirts that said hell on them. The demons did. So they altered them to look like Home HFIL. I mean, what the HFIL were they thinking? So yeah, originally no, they did not care so much about sticking to the original Japanese. They changed all the music. They made more rock and roll, you know, because that's what the kids like, you know. They like that Mondo cool rock and roll. So now, though, it's completely different. The last thing I auditioned for was Usopp on One Piece. And we got the project because 4Kids had it originally. And not good opinions of the 4Kids version? Okay. Well, yeah, they kind of were sticking to the old school philosophy of, you know, sort of Americanizing it and making it more tongue-in-cheek, giving it a lot of jokes and stuff like that, instead of sticking to the original intent of the show. The Japanese pulled it from them and gave Funimation an opportunity to cast it. And what we did was at our first time in the audition, we actually got to see the original Japanese. So as we were auditioning, we heard it and tried to make it sound as much like the intention and vocal quality of the original as possible. Then they took the top 10 from each of the auditions for each character, sent the recordings to Japan, and we were actually cast by the creator of the series. So if you guys don't like my Usopp, I don't care. The creator of the series likes it, and that's all that matters, right? So yeah, we try to stick very close now. Very close to content, and very close to the actually original intention of the director in Japan. When we record now, we hear the line first in Japanese, then we emulate it. Yes?
Well, I was just sort of wondering when and why you think that shift happened, because in real world, like real world marketing, whatever, I can say real world versus anime world, the anime fandom is not really that big considering the market that they're aiming at.
Yeah.
So, and it's really the anime fandom that wants as closest to the original as possible. So
well, the anime fandom is growing, though.
Yes.
But back then, though, it wasn't. That's part of it was that the anime fans were growing. But what really happened, did you guys ever see an anime called Fruits Basket?